Good afternoon, founders. Today, we are going to talk about the business plan and the data room. So this topic is more related to your fundraising exercise. So like for the pitch deck, it is more common that you may need to see different people or potential investor, or even you would like to use that to introduce your project. But business plan or data room is exactly what you need. You need to do, you need to prepare for your fundraising exercise. So let me ask you one simple question. Do you know the difference between pitch deck and business plan? If you know, please raise up your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. May I invite these 6 founders share with me, in your mind, what is the purpose of the business plan?
I think, so first of all, the pitch deck is to raise the interest for the next meeting.
Yes.
So the business plan is the opportunity that you can talk about details.
Mm-hmm.
What is the planning and how to go to market, for example, distribution, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Business plan is related to your execution. Pitch deck is related to getting the interest from the potential investor for next meeting. So pitch deck is trying to help you to create the chance for next meeting, but business plan is something related to your execution. So after you attract the potential investor, so they feel, wow, your project idea is great, but how you execute it, that will happen or that will be shown in the business plan. So if you want to attract the investor, if you want to get the next meeting, pitching deck is the key. After you get this opportunity, and then the next motivation is try to convince the investor so that they not just interested to your idea, but they believe on you. They believe this project, this idea can be executed. So that's why you would like to spend a little bit more time and focus on the execution in your business plan. And for this kind of preparation, you have to understand the purpose or the direction of the business plan development. So first of all, the purpose of the business plan is maybe you can consider is a complete document. People will try to use PPT format in your pitch deck. But for business plan, a lot more people try to use a Word document format to identify different kind of sections to mention about the execution. So business plan here, I show you, is a document that helps yourself and also the potential investor or people who are interested in your project to understand your execution, okay? So when I start my first startup, my first business plan is for myself. So that as you can see here, actually the business plan is for myself or for yourself, okay? If you want to review your execution, if you want to review your plan, you can also write a business plan for yourself, okay? And recently, I talked about this to my investee. And then I said, hey, you start your business for a couple of years, and don't you think the business plan is totally your job? Actually, you can think business plan is an annual exercise. And actually, you can pass this exercise to your colleagues, to your junior staff. I mean, not very junior, but it's junior management staff. And he or she inspired by me, and then try to get the management colleagues to involve in the business plan. Surprisingly, after that, you guess what? The trained colleagues can become independent, can become the people who can write the proposal for the competition. As you are from Science Park or CityU, and you know that as a startup, you need to prove yourself. You need to join different kind of competition or even some fair exhibition. You need to promote your idea. So if the founders always think that, okay, this pitch deck or business plan is their own job, actually, I would recommend you to consider once time is suitable, you can also invite your next level management people to be involved. And the aim of the business plan is to explain how you execute, how you make it happen. So this is very important. So later on, I will show you the business plan, each section, and why we need to include that kind of section in the business plan. So, as I mentioned earlier, the purpose of business plan is to show how you execute it. So it includes multiple directions. One is the company's strategy and final goal. As you may know that when you run your business, different years have different goals. For example, you have the idea. The first goal you want is to make something to show people, like prototype or proof of concept. So in your first year business plan, maybe this is the simple goal, okay? If you define this simple goal, there are multiple ways to do. That is about strategy, okay? So you define a goal and you can try to work out different kind of strategy. Once you have that strategy, you need to have enough financial support or the funding source to help you to execute it. So that's why the second point in your business plan is to explain to yourself or explain to your potential investor. Don't rely on them, okay? If you did not get the funding, you still have the way to go. You still have some other source to make it happen. So normally I read so many business plans. Normally the founder will try to emphasize, okay, I have this great idea. I try to make different kind of strategy to make it happen, but I just rely on you. I rely on your funding to make it happen. So if this is the case, then the investor will have something to bargain, like cut your price or try to wait and see. But if in your plan you try to highlight, I have a great idea, I have a very good strategy to execute it, and I have money to execute it. You see the difference, right? You see the difference? And people will think that, okay, you have ability to execute it. Maybe they will still wait and see. But once you have some progress, people will have more confidence. So the second point I would like to highlight for you is don't 100% rely on the potential investor. Okay? You need to have something back up. Like in last lecture, I explained to you, the investor's money is not the single source. You can have a lot more different kind of resources, like the resources from Science Park or CityU or government, okay? So try to think about it. And after you have all this, okay, try to explain how can you legitimate the business idea, how to make step by step to get it executed. So once people look at or read your business plan, they know that, okay, your timeline here, first step, second step, third step, and maybe at the very beginning. Don't expect you do one time of pitching, and then the investor will give you a check. It's never happened, okay? And normally, 99% of investors, they will try to do some evaluation or even do some due diligence. And so that is quite significant amount of time. Normally 3 months or 6 months, depends on how fast they can be. So if you try to mention in your business plan, there is a timeline, different kind of step or different milestone in there. And then when you try to present your business plan with the timeline, and the investors start monitoring you, okay? So 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, and you can keep inform them about your progress. If you have some media article, share with them. If you have some award, share with them. And then they can easily map to your business plan and see, hey, after 3 months or after 2 months, and you are here, wow, you say what you can deliver, and that will give the confidence to the investor. So do you get that? Is that make sense? So that's why the purpose of business plan is not that simple. It's not just, hey, I write down everything in the document and then send it out. Actually, this is the interactive process. It's a tool that you can prove yourself, okay? So don't just think that, okay, I work out a pitch deck, I gain one time of the opportunity to do the pitching. And then after the pitching, the investor think that this is a great idea, send me more information. And then you send the business plan, even though you prepare the data room, let them to view it. And it doesn't mean that they will immediately commit investment. So after that, you will enter, I call it interactive period. If you send something out, you don't ping the investor, you don't follow up, and you don't show off, it is no use. You just give up the opportunity for gain the trust from the investor, okay? So now you know how to use the business plan, okay? It's not just send it out and over. It's not like that, okay? It's an interactive process. So now you know that, how to make use of the business plan. Then here is one example. The reference book that I would like to share with you. And this is written by famous author, the Rich Dad and Poor Dad writer or author. And he come up with new book, or not new book, another book called Writing Winning Business Plan. And I think this is interesting, and I would like to recommend to you. And remember, no need to buy it, go to library or whatever, you can just take a look. And actually, I read this, I think this is interesting, and then I also read a lot of reference, and also from my personal experience, I come up with something that I believe it is very useful, which I included in this lecture notes. So again, I will share my notes to all of you. No need to pay, no need to buy this book. I'm not, promote this book, increase his, revenue. But I would like to still would like to share with you so that you know there's multiple sources. Here is the case study from Belun. And like I mentioned earlier in the last lecture, and people think that, hey, Belun exists in the market for many years, why they did not, or why they did not be successful. And for the company growth history, try to give the answer. They are not fail. They are going to be successful. Try to explain that, okay? And then mention about their product. You can see this is the laser here. Yeah, this is the product, and explain the features, and also explain about the platform and the IoT system. And with the technology, try to highlight the entry barrier and also compare to the competitor very clearly. They have absolute advantage. And after that, tell other people their market position. And basically, different place, they have the distribution network. And then basically, the market need the product, and they can solve so many problems, and the market sector, how their solution fit in to these market segments, okay? After that, they talk about the strategy, why they can win the market, because they have the academic paper, okay? Because the hospital accept their product because the doctor believe academic paper. Okay, they don't worry about FDA approval. They worry about any other doctor use it. So if the medical doctor read the medical journal paper, they will have confidence. So this is the key strategy. So they keep on publish the academic paper, and also with different kind of award and media or competition. Things like that. After that, they have the plan for different kind of marketing. Like they build the B2P, business to professional platform, so that we retain all the professionals, including doctors or nurse or dentists, so that people can keep an eye on their progress. And then regarding to the sales strategy, they build up different kind of distribution channel, and how to provide the incentive scheme with very good pricing strategy. Some is freemium, free device to the doctor, and let them use it, and then try to share the commission by each sleep test report. So there is multiple sections she cut out, including finance. It makes sense to me, but actually she followed the structure of the business plan that I share with you. Okay, so this is the example for your reference. And you can find other business plan template. So when you click this or click this image individually, you can find the template so that you can leverage on the design and also structure, and then to make your own, okay? Here is my name card. I will not stop this screen, and you guys please feel free to take. And this is my personal mobile, okay? And you know, people send me an email, frankly, I will not check. I have admin office to check, handle all my meeting schedule, all the email they will read. But this number, this WhatsApp is the only thing I will handle in person. Okay, I give you my best communication channel. So that's the end of today. And I hope you guys enjoy, and please feel free to mingle. Thank you. Thank you.